So how good was day 4's Instagram hashtag crack? We're going to stick with the Instagram theme for day 5 and I'm going to show you how I bulk create graphics to post to Instagram.
This video series is sponsored by Roundup TV.
It depends how you run your Instagram account, so whether this is going to work for you or not. I like to post some behind the scenes stuff, I like to post food and personal stuff, family life, but also I throw in the entrepreneurial quotes, and they're the things that I'm going to help you batch create. I like to bulk create as much as I can, and especially when it comes to graphics, because it's time consuming. You don't want to be going back saying, no, what was that color I used? What was that font I used? What size was it? I template my graphics and then I bulk create them. Now I'm comfortable using Photoshop and that's how I do most of my graphics. But don't worry, you don't need to be a graphic designer to do this sort of stuff. In fact, you don't need to use Photoshop at all. I'm going to show you another bit of online software that you can use to bulk create your graphics. Okay, if you're comfortable using Photoshop or you want to learn how to use Photoshop, here's what I do to create bulk graphics. So I have a blank document, 800 by 800 pixels. And what I do is, first of all, I put my branding up on the top layer. So I can just switch that one on and off and my branding's over every single one of the graphics. I don't need to put that into each layer. And then I set up all these layers, 1 to 50. And if you see, I'll switch this one on, you'll see there's a graphic, a brand new graphic inside each folder. And I can just click them on and off and have a look at every single one. Then inside each one of these folders, so if I click this one on, you can see that every single layer is separate. Now your initial setup of this obviously takes a little bit of time, but even if you spent the whole day creating a ton of graphics and set them up like this, you can then go through really quickly and create brand new graphics anytime you want. So each sort of part of the graphic has got its own layer. That's the color. Switch it back on, there's the black and white, so switch the black and white filter off. It would bring the color back in and obviously that looks like a kind of a new graphic. And so that's all I've done is create the first one, the first folder, then just duplicate it, just copy and paste it, then you create the second one, and then you jump in and edit the text. You know, you just go over to your text like you would with any editor and change it, and then resize the layout if you wanted to. Just move the text around. Do whatever you want with it. Move it wherever you want. So this is just about having a system in place to create bulk graphics. You can then export all of these in one go. You can run a little script, or actually there's a built-in feature in Photoshop that'll export every layer as a JPEG, and then all I do is transfer all those JPEGs over to my phone via AirDrop. So if Photoshop's not your thing, you don't want to go down that route, then use this online tool called Canva, C-A-N-V-A, canva.com. Super simple. I'm going to go for a social media one, so these are all template designs. I'm going to select this social media design, again 800 by 800, and then I'm just going to there's lots of free ones and lots of sort of backgrounds that you have to pay for, so I'm just going to pick a free one. Let's take this for a minute for quotes. And then I'm not going to sit here and customize this as a tutorial, but obviously you can just click on here, change any of the text you want, move any elements, add in, upload pictures, for example, change the background, do whatever you want, play around and customize that. I can't run a whole tutorial on how to use the piece of software right now. I just want to show you how easy it is to replicate this. There's one graphic. Let's say, for instance, I'm happy with that. I've got all my branded colors in. Just click on this here on the right hand side, duplicate. And then I jump in and I change the words again. I change it to a different quote, duplicate, change to a different quote, duplicate, change to a different quote. And before you know it, I've got a whole ton of graphics. Then you've just got to go up to the top bit, download, and save it. Image for web is the ones you want. And then you just download all of those and it'll save your designs down and do the same again. You can post them directly to Facebook, you can transfer them to your phone, and then you've got a whole ton of graphics to schedule out for months ahead. So whether you're comfortable using Photoshop or you'd rather go online and use Canva, that's cool. You do whatever you need to do. So that's my by hack or by crack tip for day 5. Bulk create your graphics to save time for all of your social channels, not even just Instagram. Now do not miss the next 2 days. You've just bulk created a load of content and now you need to get it onto your social platforms. I'm going to show you how to schedule that out without being weird or spammy or cross-promoting to different channels, because we don't really like automation, but we do kind of need it. I'm going to show you the best way to automate your social media so it doesn't look like you've automated it. See you tomorrow. check out my behind the scenes vlog over at nickellison.net/nicksworld.